That is my kind of comedy once I get it.
Not in Australia? Desperate to catch up on the newest episodes of Have You Been Paying Attention? We're releasing brand new episodes for our overseas friends of the show.
So you guys are a couple, is that what it is?
On the official Have You Been Paying Attention YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Tonight, join Celia Pacquola, Tony Martin, Bron Lewis, Daniel Connell and Ed Kavalee as we look back on the week and ask, have you been paying attention? And now, the man with the answers, Tom Gleisner.
Good evening, Australia. Great to have your company as we once again play Quiz Show Catch Up on the week that was. And to assist us with that task, we've assembled 5 of our favourites who can hopefully recall some of the major moments. Winner of Mr Personality at the 1990 Bateman's Bay Neptune Festival, it's Daniel Connell. Thank you. Host of the Logie-nominated series Thank God You're Here. We're always thrilled when she's here. Celia Pacquola. You know him from the Team Effort podcast. It's the always informed Ed Kavalee. Currently on the road with her Who's Talking Encore tour. I'll tell you who's talking. It's Bron Lewis. And finally, for the first time this year, host of the multi-award-winning podcast Sizzletown. Welcome back, Tony Martin. Great to see you, Tony. First time this year. Have you been busy?
Yes, I've been touring with Arseless Chaps. I should explain. It's myself and Damien Cowell. It's very loud dance music with very silly lyrics.
Okay.
We've been going all over and we somehow got asked to play Punk Fest in Brisbane.
Right.
Which is all punk rock bands, a very hardcore punk rock audience, and this is what we were wearing there.
Yeah, wow.
Luckily, there was a back exit.
Sure. It's more boys to men than
Yes.
punk in that particular scene. And how long have you and Damien been doing this Arseless Chaps thing for?
Well, he asked me to join his band 11 years ago when I was 50, and I was too old to do the dancing then.
Sure.
So there's
That is exactly what I'm wearing.
Jeez, Bron, there is an overlap. Hey, welcome back, Celia.
Hello,
Always a
Tom.
delight to have you. Indeed. And am I right in saying that you got some online attention recently for something you posted? Was it a parenting
Bit of a
hack?
parenting hack. I don't know if you know this, I have a 2-year-old who still lives at home. And listen, you know, me and my boyfriend were always looking for activities
Sure.
to break up the screen time. I mean, break up the
day, of
vegetable
course,
eating,
yeah.
all of the vegetable
Reading.
eating. Trying to find activities, and we came up with one. Found a very wholesome, cute activity that we did one night that worked really well.
I think we've got
Cute.
a clip here.
Yep, this is me. Right? It's really great. Thank you. That's me. Loved it. Went really well. And then my boyfriend had a go. Did you all got the gist?
What we got is you're having one child and one child only, I think.
I don't know if you heard that sound in the background. That was me laughing at something unrelated, Tom.
Thank you for clearing that up. Good to see you again, Daniel. And what's been happening? Well, I need to ask, we spotted this rather intriguing footage on Instagram. Oh.
Oh, no.
OK. What's going on there?
Just a bit of foreplay.
What's that music?
That is Water Rats, the theme song to Water Rats. Which I'm sure everybody
You're
remembers.
dancing to the theme
Yeah, my
song
wife and
from
I would
Water Rats.
do choreographed improv dances to Australian TV shows' theme music, basically.
Wow.
I'm telling you, give it a go. It really gets things moving.
Can I just say, can you just put that back up for a second?
Please.
I've never felt more like a toddler mum because all I'm looking at is I've got that puzzle and you're missing the apple. Where's the apple, Dad? Where is the apple? You've got to find the apple. You need the complete set.
What do you reckon, Tony? Could Daniel get into Arseless Chaps?
Oh, absolutely. We do a lot of dancing to the theme from City Homicide.
All right, we better get this quiz started. Hands on buzzers. Take a look at this image from the week. What do these 4 people have in common? Tony.
Well, that's what the Smashing Pumpkins look like now.
They're not a musical act. Ed.
The 4 finalists in a Sampang lookalike competition.
Oh, a long Celia.
Those are 4 people who are in and out of the hairdresser. Just in
Okay.
and out.
They take
10 minutes in
Must be
out.
a lot of time.
Yeah, Penny Wong went to a quad foreign ministers meeting, Tony.
That's a bit-
no,
Well,
you're
that-
Tony, you be Tom. Sorry?
You know all about that because leg day, right?
You better, yeah, quad. Absolutely.
It was a meeting of 3 foreign ministers and the Secretary of State from the US. I'll give you the points, Ed. Well, we heard this phrase a bit.
Scattered spider.
Scattered spider.
Scattered spider.
Scattered spider.
Scattered spider.
Why is everyone talking about scattered spider? Bron.
Tony, isn't that one of your dance moves?
It's a good move. It's an excellent move. Not a dance move, Daniel.
Did Spider-Man die? He had his
It's
ashes.
what he would have wanted. Not Spider-Man. Celia.
Did someone hit a huntsman with a whippersnapper?
That would do it, wouldn't it? Legs everywhere. No, a little closer to home, Bron.
Isn't this the Qantas cyber hack thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they're the group that people think are responsible for anyone being caught up in the...
Oh, yeah, I got hacked, Tommy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Both my accounts got hacked. The one I used to travel and the one I used to travel to see my secret family.
Okay. Sorry to hear that, Ed. Bron, I'll pay that. It's the group alleged...
What about you, Tommy? Did you get hacked?
Yeah, couldn't get into the chairman's lounge, so that was... Federal Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke and rapper Kanye West. Join the dots for me. Daniel.
They both have children with a Kardashian.
Is used to one of them. Celia.
They're both dealing with affairs at home.
Ooh.
Yeah, not funny.
Close but
Quite
needs
clever, but not funny.
something more specific. Tony, help me out. What's the link?
I think he stopped Kanye from coming into Australia.
Yes.
Because he says he hasn't done anything good since the Yeezus album.
Yes. Here's a phrase I have not used for many, many years.
Hit me.
Tony, you're correct.
Thank you.
He's cancelled his visa. It feels like an overreaction. I mean, what did he do?
The Heil Hitler song.
But apart from that, I mean, it's a clean slate for
Surely
Kanye.
you've got to say he cancelled his Yeezer.
We'll take either. Thank you. Thank you, Celia. Oh, it was a huge moment on Friday at the White House. What was Donald Trump doing there? Daniel.
He's just doing a connector dots.
Why not? Just a quick one. He likes the big pen. Tony.
He was signing the order to pull the plug on Joe Biden.
It's just... it's spirit, yeah. He would if he could. Not Biden related. Ed, help us out. What's Trump doing?
It was good. It's good. It's his big, beautiful tax bill. He finally got through
It got
Congress.
through indeed. And Republicans were pretty happy. Say hello to US House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. He just broke a record for the longest what? Tony.
Is it tie?
Is it? Just a nomination.
Is it
nomination.
Is that on the card?
Not on the... Celia,
How
what-
good?
I believe it was speech.
Yes.
think it was-
Arguing against the bill. 8 hours and 44 minutes.
8 hours, 44 minutes, Tom.
It's still shorter than some Logies Hall of Fame
Thank you
acceptances.
very much. You up for the Hall of Fame this year, Tommy? Which one? What are you up for this year at the Logies?
We've got Have You Been? And, of course, thank God you're here. But before you get too excited, Seals, I think we're up against each other. Is that right?
You're going down.
OK. Staying overseas.
Now, ahead of his 90th birthday celebrations on Sunday, the Dalai Lama has confirmed...
Ooh, what's the Dalai Lama confirmed? Tony?
He's starring in the musical Hello, Dalai.
Oh, my God.
You own that, Tony. Daniel.
There will be strippers.
Ed said that there's going to be another Dalai Lama and it will be chosen. No, this is... Come on, help me here. It'll be chosen in the traditional Tibetan way, which is a freak-off.
OK. I'm going to pay the
There will
first
be
half
another
of
Dalai
that.
Lama.
He's going to be reincarnated,
He is.
and I will give you the points there, so he'll live
Could be
on.
anyone.
Well, Pope Leo left for his annual summer holiday yesterday. At what traditional destination? Daniel?
Albury Wodonga?
Would be... Not the answer, but it'd be lovely. Tony?
F-Boy Island?
Is... It was not an island, it was closer to home. You didn't
Something
travel
or
that
something,
far.
something.
I know this. It's just outside of Rome.
Yes.
Gondolfo.
There you go.
I think you're trying to tell me Castel Gandolfo.
Gandolfo.
It's my accent.
Yeah.
No, it was fine. But popes have been going there apparently for centuries, and then the first one was Pope Trivago back in the 16th.
Really?
I'm going to own that.
1500s.
Bron, points are yours. Oh, busy week for the Royals. the king and queen were marking, of course, the start of... Bron?
By the speed of them, arthritis?
Yeah, it's probably slowing them down, a little bit osteo down the stairs. Daniel?
Is it Dry July?
I think they've tried that before. It didn't work. Anyway, Tony.
The Oasis tour.
They'd be there in Cardiff. No, it's an annual event, Celia.
They're in Scotland, celebrating things that are Scottish for the week.
Would you say Royal Week in Scotland?
Yes, I would say that.
And I'll give you the points. And
Yes,
then King
thank you.
Charles was in Edinburgh the next day.
An offer for your gracious acceptance. The keys.
To the Mitsubishi Triton. Wow. We've got to take a break. Back with more. Have you been paying attention? Right after this.
King Charles is now officially in charge of 11 adorable meerkats.
We're going to teach them how to run.
To win 100 races.
One of the challenges has been
dinosaurs,
a bomb cyclone,
250,000 lightning strikes.
Singing in that song
Should be banned.
The motion is adopted.
We're back. You're watching Have You Been Paying Attention? Just before we return to questions, Bron, you've been busy touring, but it's also school holidays. How are you handling that?
Oh, Christ. Look, my kids, I've got 3 children, and I think this is the only way I can explain this. They have made a pact with a witch where at least one of them has to be touching me at all times.
Oh, really?
Yes, they do. And so school holidays just do my head in. So I've got a new strategy these school holidays where I have disguises.
What? Well, this may explain a certain photo on... Yeah.
Who's that?
That is Spider-Man, you idiot.
Yeah, of course.
Also, no one knew he was a mum, so congratulations to him.
Good luck. Good luck with the juggle, Bron. All right, let's get back into some questions. Huge news from former UFC fighter Conor McGregor. He's announced he's running for what? Celia?
The next Dalai Lama.
He could be reincarnated. He could get that. Bron?
Is he running to find his neck?
Just a bit of what? Daniel, help us out.
I believe he wants to be the president of Ireland.
He is
running. So he's running for that.
Running for the president of Ireland.
His motto is hit first, ask questions later.
Yeah, and it's a good. I'd vote for that. This footage caught our eye.
You are looking at a rare weather phenomenon known as...
Known as? Bron?
A tidal cloud. Is that right?
No. But thanks for playing.
Oh, Bron, weren't you you were a teacher, Bron, weren't you?
Oh, in clouds, yeah.
It's a something cloud, Daniel.
I think it's called a roll cloud.
Yeah.
But I think it looks like it should be called a doona cloud. It looks like a doona coming up.
It's beautiful.
Daniel, points are yours. Donald Trump released a new fragrance this week. What's it called? Bron?
Democracy, and it's empty.
It's a very small bottle. Not democracy, Celia.
Is it called IQ number 5?
It should be. It should be.
That's very good.
Thank you, Celia. Tony, what is Donald's new fragrance called?
Is it the big, beautiful smell?
Might have been a working title. Daniel, help us out.
Is it a touch of musk?
I can imagine that. Ed, what's it called?
Is it Fight? Victory. Is it Fight?
His previous one was Fight. This one's called Victory.
Yeah, Victory.
OK, it's time to roll out that red carpet. And tonight's showbiz segment is once again brought to you by the Mitsubishi Triton. It has to be Mitsubishi's most capable ute ever. Nothing can frighten a Triton. Huge week for Liam and Noel Gallagher. What have they just started? Tony?
An Oasis cover band.
Well, you're sort of close, because obviously it's Oasis-related.
Well, they started touring?
The official reunion tour started in Cardiff, Wales. Of course, the fans were pretty pumped.
Was it worth every penny? Every single penny. Worth every penny? Absolutely. Was it worth every penny?
Well, I know Noel Gallagher, so I got on the guest list.
What a loser.
That's what we call a humble brag.
Yeah.
Hey, I believe we have some special video quizmasters standing by.
Hi, Tom. We are all from the new movie Superman.
Here's our question. We'll start this one pretty easy.
What city does Superman take place in?
What city does Superman take place in? Celia?
A green screen.
A large chunk of the movie. That's right. It is, of course, Daniel.
Metropolis. Is
Ooh,
it?
Metropolis. Let's see if you're right.
If anyone said Brisbane, we need to talk.
Wow.
It's Metropolis.
Not bad from that one, yeah.
Oh, sad news for fans of Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill. What's happened? Tony?
The HD Ultra versions have been mastered in the incorrect aspect ratio.
It's devastating.
That is sad news, but not the sad news I'm chasing, Tone. Daniel?
The actor that's in both of those, Michael Madsen, he passed away.
Yes, he played Mr. Blonde. Follow-up question for Tony Martin. Name the other two Tarantino films that Michael Madsen was in.
Oh, it was in The Hateful Eight.
Yes, and
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
10 points to Tony Martin. Well done, Tony. Oh, K-pop supergroup BTS hosted a live stream for fans.
좀 아마 같이 모여서 계속 붙어 있으면서
Working closely together on... Tony?
A career-ending scandal?
Hopefully not. They're going to be working on...
Did you say a career-ending scandal?
It wasn't meant to be a pun, but if it gets a point.
An inadvertent pun, and you are going to get so much hate from BTS. What are they working on?
Oh, look, me and the BTS Army are just glued to our devices because the lads are getting together to work on some new music.
Yes. New music, a world tour, and puberty. So it's going to be a huge couple of
months. It's going to be great.
Real people were the inspiration for a challenge on MasterChef.
Jamie, the choice is yours. You've got 3 left. Okay. All right, let's see who you've chosen. This is Arthur Wellesley, famous for?
Jamie chose Arthur Wellesley, famous for what dish? Daniel?
The Chico roll.
Would be. Someone had to invent it. Ed?
First ever protein powder. It was ground up peasants.
It was not anyone.
Come on, how do you not know this? This is the best guy ever.
Dish. It's been in our news.
This guy's our inspiration.
It's been in our news for about 10 weeks now.
Come on, someone.
Is it the beef Wellington pie?
Well, let's take a look. Come on.
The beef Wellington. That's a crap of a dish, Jamie.
And 3 contestants were eliminated that night. It was a big show. What's yours? Well, Neighbours got a little spicy this week. What's going on there? Bron?
They're trying to get axed again?
Well, I think they're heading towards that's happened. Celia?
That is when neighbours become good friends.
True, Celia. Very true. But give me some context. Daniel?
I think I'm embarrassed to say that the retirement... I know the answer. The retirement home was doing like nude yoga.
Indeed, and they did the warrior pose, the downward dog, and of course the
scattered spider.
Daniel, points are yours. The couples on Stranded on Honeymoon Island have been experimenting.
Can I welcome you to our next experience?
Sure. Ooh, what is it?
So lay back.
Sure.
Do you trust me?
I do trust you.
What did Chad plan for Georgia, Celia?
Well, it was a very sensual pap smear tongue. It was incredibly romantic.
Not a pap smear.
Oh,
what did Chad plan for Georgia? Tony?
A Dutch oven?
They're on the beach, delightful. Daniel?
Did you do her tax return?
That would have been appreciated. Anyone see this episode?
No, I know this. It's a full body massage. And be careful, Georgia, you will get pregnant.
I've heard of deep tissue. Deep tissue.
That is.
That massage. It's
If not full body massage, that is stacks on. And we all know it.
Bron, points are yours. We've got to take a break. Back with our special guest, quizmaster, right after this. And it's time to meet our special guest quizmaster. He really needs no introduction, but I sort of need to do one or he won't know when to come out of the door. It's our friend Andy Lee. Nice to be here. So much to get through. Let's start with the... I always ask for, can we get shorter guest quizmasters? So much to get through. Let's start with the big one. You've got a new show on the ABC. Do not watch this show.
Yes.
What's the name? exciting.
Yeah.
Give us a brief summary.
I'm here to tell people definitely don't watch it, of course, but it's an adaptation of my kids' books. Do not open this book.
Yes, you wrote for your nephew, I think, originally,
I did,
didn't you?
Yes, and it's a good distraction from the Carlton Footy Club, which is do not watch this team.
Yes. It all comes together. And what's the story about of...
well, basically, there's a character called Wiz. He doesn't want you to get to the end of the show because something will happen to him, so he's trying to convince you to turn off.
To get... go away. And you, of course, play the character
I play Wiz, yes.
And you've enlisted some other big-name actors, including Mick Malloy.
Here you go. One vanilla with sprinkles and one lime.
Huh? How did you know what I wanted?
I've been watching your show.
Well, stop it!
So now, Mick's not normally allowed to work around kids, but obviously you found a way to weave him in. And the show premiered last Friday on HYBPA at 6 a.m.
It did.
Prime time.
And then broke the streaming record for ABC iView of all
That's
time.
incredible. That's amazing.
That's not true, sorry. You shouldn't have clapped. That's not true. It's just something that people don't really check, so you can say that.
Works for us.
Sounded good.
We will say it. Now, Andy, you and I have been involved with an organisation called Challenge for many years. They look after kids with cancer. And you did something pretty amazing with one of the kids from Challenge, Bonnie.
Yeah, although, I mean, Mick was hard to deal with as an actor, but Bonnie, she has been going through treatment since she was 2 years old. There she is there. And she had aspirations to be a young actress, so we got her in. She plays a jellyfish in the show.
You got her to the premiere, you organised a dress for her, you made the whole day special. Incredible effort.
It was so much fun.
And we'll look out for jellyfish in which episode? It's down the track a bit?
Great question.
We'll find out. Wikipedia. We'll find it. Now, apart from the new TV series, you own a pub in New York.
Yeah, Old Mates. If you're ever in New York, I would love you at Old Mates.
The pub, is it like an Aussie-themed pub?
Yeah, I mean, not Aussie-themed. You're not going to see, like, kangaroo next 5 kilometre sign or, like, a half shark-bitten surfboard behind the guy pouring the beers. But the last Aussie pub closed down during COVID in New York City, and so there's no place to watch AFL or NRL or the Matildas do their thing or the Aussies smash the Poms, so we wanted to fix that.
And you did.
And so I reached out to a few other... Well, they're iconic Australians, I'm not, but to see if they put the funds in for it. And they did.
Well, some high-profile visitors have dropped by, including Mr. Hugh Jackman.
Jack, he's an investor.
He's an investor,
well.
wow.
Yeah.
And, of course, your oldest old mate has also been spotted in the vicinity.
Hamish was first in. It was actually, Mick Fanning was actually first in.
Right.
And I rang Mick and said, hey, would you like to do this? And he's like, yeah, I'm in. And I told him how much money it was, and he went, yeah, no worries. And I said, would you like me to, or can you put me in touch with your finance team? And he said, you're talking to him.
Wow. Very cool.
So that's the way he flows. But Ash Barty's in there, Paddy Mills, Pat Cummins, and it's a beautiful spot.
What about you, Tommy? You asked to invest?
In the pub? No, no,
I said iconic Australians.
Going back and forth into the States, have you had any trouble at the border?
No, I'm all good at the moment.
Okay. Do they take your phone?
They haven't taken my phone. We've been stopped before, but no, they're allowed to.
Yes, Bron.
Do you just say to them, do not look in that bag?
Yes. Nice thinking, Bron.
Daniel's having a hell of a time going anywhere since he decided to base his look on Ivan Milat.
Another iconic Australian.
All right, Andy has very kindly agreed to ask you some questions.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Here we go.
So let's jump into it, Andy.
My new series features some big-name celebrity voices.
My turn. Dad. Come on. You're never too old to get a kiss from your dad. Dad.
Who's playing Wiz's dad there?
Celia.
Speaking of iconic, would know that voice anyway. That is Morgan Freeman.
What a
good guess. Very good guess.
It's got that real timber to it, doesn't it?
Iconic is right, Celia, but not Morgan. Ed.
That's young Glenn Robbins.
It's old Glenn Robbins, but yes.
Okay. He's hard to get out to do. How did you? He is hard to get to do something.
It's an AI version of it.
Next question, please.
Australian Survivor host Jonathan LaPaglia was blindsided this week by what news?
Tony.
That apparently he used to do acting.
He has no memory of it. Claims a back catalogue, Tony.
He was shocked to discover that not all T-shirts have to be tight.
Bron,
no, the tribe has spoken. He's been fired. He's out. He's
been
gone.
fired,
Yeah.
yes.
This upcoming season will be his last. Andy.
The Wiggles were performing in New York City. Which local celebrity did they meet backstage?
Celia.
I'm sorry, but is Dorothy doing a Nazi salute? love the Wiggles, and it's unfortunate that the gloves don't have fingers on it.
Ignore Dorothy. Which local celebrity did they meet backstage, Ed?
Robert De Niro?
He's got it.
Is that his child? No, it's not his child.
That's his child.
And now, speaking of the Wiggles, they made an appearance at your pub
They
in
played
New York.
last week.
They're playing at your pub.
Wow, a bit of rockabye
Went
there.
off.
Went off.
How much do they charge, Andy?
They pay for the privilege, Dan.
What about could Arseless Chaps? Could Tony's band play the...
Oh, jeepers.
We're up for
If you can get in the country. US comedian Tiffany Haddish toured Australia recently and struggled with what word?
Daniel?
Shut up your face.
It wasn't that Tony.
Excellent.
Postacoglu?
That's a tricky one.
Tony with a sports joke.
Not Postacoglu. What was the word that Tiffany couldn't get her mouth around, Celia?
Munted.
That's a tricky word. Bron?
No, it's Macca's. She didn't like how we shortened it. She was upset about
She's
that.
got it. Yes,
Thanks.
If you don't believe us, take a look.
Yo, Tiffany, we have to go to Marcus. We gotta come with me. You gotta come with me and try this Marcus. And I'm like, Marcus? What is Marcus?
Moving along. Yes, please. Here's an unusual pairing. Selena Gomez and Oreo cookies. What's the connection?
Daniel?
That's the Cookie Monster's ultimate fantasy.
Would be. I think Selena. Ed?
I think they were both best before 2019.
Yeah. She's true.
Oh, some Selena fans. What's the connection,
She's
Celia?
done a signature Oreo.
Oh.
The flavour is Ozempic.
Yeah.
Actually, cheers. So we've got...
But you're right, a collaboration on the biscuit, chocolate and cinnamon flavoured Oreo cookie.
Wow. Deals. Points are yours. All right, we've got to take a break. You can watch Do Not Watch this show anytime on ABC iView. Would you please thank Andy Lee? Individually to the test with the return of an old favourite. Identify these international versions of well-known reality TV formats. I'm sure you'll remember the rules. We'll show you each a TV program. 10 points if you can name the show, a bonus 10 if you can give me the country of origin, and a bonus 10 from me if you're willing to do the accent.
Yes, please.
So it's a lot to play for. Bron, let's start with you. Bron, take a look at your international franchise.
Een paar goede collega's hebben vragen op zich artikel.
Nein, bei den Männern ist es stinklangweilig. Kone sitzt auf einem Stuhl und bewegt und alle starren nur so vor sich hin. Na, wer sagt's denn? Auch für die Männer gibt's kosmetische Verwöhneinheiten.
Bron, what's going through your head?
I should have called in sick.
Yes. Let's start with the show. Any sort of first thoughts?
I reckon maybe he's a virgin and they've hired someone to take that title away from him.
Yes. Yeah, that would be
And I
like
think-
Beauty and the Geek sort of vibe.
Yeah,
It's, you're
so is
not
it
a million
like-
miles.
okay,
It's,
so- Farmer wants a wife?
Stop. And for a bonus 10 points, the country is?
Okay, I'm going to do his voice quickly. Scooby-Doo-Doo-Bop-Bop-Bop. And that's not German. That is a Scandinavian.
Final clue. He seemed to have a fairly neutral expression on his face.
Oh, Switzerland?
20 points to Bron Lewis. Excellent. Daniel, you've got the general idea?
Yep. Let's go.
Here is your overseas version.
Oh.
Třetí to dole se skládá podle barev. Máte posledních 15 minut, dělejte! Pojďte, jedu! Máme! 1.
Wow. A lot to unpack there.
Really good.
This series was on 10 just a couple of years ago. It didn't do that well. I think we had 2 seasons of it.
Oh, OK. That's thrown a spanner in the works. Not that I knew it.
The people in the show spent a lot of time...
Is it SAS?
No, that's good call, but no, it was on 10. The people in it spent a lot of time, like in a mansion, looking for non-loyalists?
No, it doesn't. Nothing. Thanks, Tom. But
yeah, okay.
it's got a Taskmaster vibe as well.
Yeah, it's got a Taskmaster vibe.
I'm just going to go Taskmaster.
That's a good call. In fact, it's The Traitors. Remember that show? With...
I do not. No. Does anybody?
But for a quick free 10 points, country that we're watching.
That looked like a Ukrainian.
You're going to say yes, it had a touch of Ukraine about. No, in fact, it was sadly. This was tough, but it was the Czech Republic.
Okay, that is
Traitors. That was arguably too tough. Ed, let's see if this is a little easier. Check out your well-established foreign format.
All right, this guy's smooth. Lovely. Oh, no! Oh, no. Tom, is that on in Australia right now?
It was on for many years. It's a television-based quest for love.
So Bachelorette. Bachelorette. Those women with the bachelorettes.
Yeah, I think they might have done it like...
They've lived hard lives. Is it East Germany, Tom? That is. Jeez, that's tough going. That is tough going.
East Germany was owned by them for quite a few decades.
East Germany. Oh, so it's Russia. The Bachelorette Russia.
20 points to Ed Kavalee. Well done. Well done. Tricky. I did get some clues. All right, Celia, this clip's a bit raunchy. No one at home is watching.
Raunchy. She doesn't like raunchy.
I don't want to offend you, but take a look at your popular TV program.
Cámara 11.
Oh, here we go.
Mira eso, disfruta, disfrútalo, disfruta.
Oh no.
Me ha reventado por dentro. Me ha reventado por dentro. Cabrona.
Yeah, man.
Por favor, Montoya, por favor. Por favor, Montoya. Montoya.
Montoya. This is so embarrassing.
This is great. Neither.
Sorry, Seals, but OK, let's start with the show. What are you thinking?
Well, can I just say, that is exactly how I watch any reality dating show. Please, no! No, and then I run into the ocean. It's going to be they're on an island. That was a giveaway.
Island
so
is part of the title.
It's going to be a Love Island of some kind.
So it's an island, but I need to know the name of the island.
I see.
Do it.
Temptation.
Yeah.
You got it all right. And did you get any of the words?
Spain, Tommy.
20 points.
Wow.
Well done. All right, Tony, let's bring this thing home. Best till last. Check out your global TV adaptation.
I mankini med vores kort. Vi hygger hos jer jo. Ja, præcis. Mankini boys, we love you. Jeg glæder mig så meget. Altså, når efterforskerne...
Jeg får de billeder.
Lov dig, det er videomateriale.
Kom, Teddy.
Godt, drenge!
Well, I certainly hope those bikes were burnt afterwards.
Any thoughts?
Is the show called The Disgusting Race?
Depends from what angle. I'll give you some clues. People have to avoid being captured.
Oh, is it The Fugitive?
Oh, stars.
That's from the 1950s. What am I saying?
Sorry, Tony.
The Hunt?
If you're in the hunt, you are the...
The Hunter.
God help me.
The Hunted.
Yeah. The Hunted,
I'm just grabbing the words.
All right, Tony, that's 10 points. Now, not a lot to go on language-wise, but when you see two men in green mankinis, what country comes to mind?
Is it Sweden?
It's not.
Is it Finland?
One more.
Is it Denmark?
Denmark. I left you over the line. Well done, Cone. And all too soon, that brings us to the end of... Identify these international versions of well-known reality TV formats. Back with more Have You Been Paying Attention right after this. We're back to watching Have You Been Paying Attention? Hands on buzzers. Here's an unusual pairing. Michelin-starred French chef Anne-Sophie P and the International Space Station. Celia.
Are they opening a restaurant in space?
No.
If they did, though, the parking would be amazing.
Daniel,
I
connection?
think her food is going to be in space for the astronauts.
They're setting up lobster bisque and foie gras next year. Points are yours, Daniel.
If it's not there in 14 days, it's free.
I believe we have a video quizmaster standing by.
Hi, Tom. Hi, everyone. I'm 10-year-old Isaac from Geelong, and this week I broke a Guinness World Record for reciting what in 40 seconds?
Ooh, what did Isaac recite in 40 seconds? Bron.
Gangster's Paradise?
That's very impressive. He did all the moves. What sort of song? This is amazing. I think your school kid, science nerd.
I'm going to get the name wrong. The periodic table of elements?
Let's see if you're right.
All 118 elements of the periodic table in atomic order.
Here we go.
Go.
Hydrogen, helium, beryllium, boron, carbon, oxygen, fluorine, and sodium, magnesium.
We don't have time to play the whole thing, but he forgot Vegemite, but still he did extremely well. Points to yours, Ed.
Wow.
This is incredible. Pierce this. Remember, we did the segment last week. Yeah. It's gone global. Tell me, what did Lauren Sanchez have pierced prior to her wedding with Jeff Bezos? Tony.
Her frontal cortex?
Prior to the... Right?
Her fingernail.
Is that a thing? Really?
No, she's got too much money. See, that's
good. That would just
embarrassing.
But you can clip your prenup to it.
Bron,
How was the wedding, Tom?
I think it was a day too long.
Yeah, a bit cheap. Yeah, a bit cheap, wasn't it? I thought it was a bit tacky.
A bit new money.
Yeah. Bit new money.
All right, it's time for a bit of sport, and we thought tonight we're slap bang in the middle of another Wimbledon tournament, so we'd have a tennis-themed round called... What a point! Wimbledon. Thank you very much. All right. Allow me to lob up a few questions. After 147 years, Wimbledon said farewell to what tradition? Celia.
The net. It's going to be heaps easier.
No, exactly. Not that, but it involves the net, sort of, Daniel.
Sacrificing a ball kid?
No, I think they're still doing that on the third day. They used to employ these people.
No, this is outrageous. Line people, actual people pulling the in around.
Line judges have gone.
Took their job.
It's now all electronic line calling.
Because then you lose out on every now and then when ball would hit one of them.
Oh, make play of the day on the news, wouldn't it? So Andy Murray popped up in a new commercial.
An icon. A Scottish institution loved the world over. Popular with mums.
What's the ad for, Daniel?
I saw it. This is for shortbread biscuits, I believe. Is that?
Daniel, you're absolutely right. It's Walker's shortbread.
Yeah.
And good to see Andy Murray in the second week of Wimbledon. That's a tennis day. Carlos Alcaraz was commended following his first-round victory on centre court.
That was an extraordinary match out there and a lovely gesture from you at the end.
What was Carlos's gesture, Bron?
Was it the same one that Dorothy the dinosaur did?
No, it wasn't. It was very appropriate and very appreciated.
He gave his balls to a lucky fan.
What was his gesture?
He beat his opponent.
Yeah.
And it was his opponent's last ever match at Wimbledon, so he paid for his strawberries.
And
then he clapped him out.
That's the bit I'm chasing. And he applauded his opponent.
Tony, do you know who that is?
No idea. It's sports, isn't it? Is it?
What about?
We've been doing sports for a while now.
If we had to drag you to a sporting event,
what would you do?
I love the cheese rolling. Have you ever seen that? Fantastic.
All right, moving on. To a dramatic moment during the second round.
Oh, my goodness. This is unbelievable.
Oh, my God, this is unbelievable. Why is American player Ben Shelton so upset? Tony.
He just heard that Wicked is actually 2 movies.
Yeah, that's coming to blows.
Is it?
And they've used all the good songs.
I did not know that.
Not the answer I got here. Why was he so upset?
The umpire kept calling him love, but he was just losing.
Not related to his name, Bron.
No, I think I know this one. They had to postpone the match because it was too dark. Is that right? It didn't look dark.
And the other bit was that he was just about to...
Win.
Yeah,
serve.
Like he was serving for the match.
Win and serve and match.
I think I gave as much as you did there, Bron, but I am going to give you the points. Well, that's game, set and match 4. Wimbledon. We've got to take a break. Back with our winner right after this. Show out with a little rapid recall. And tonight's rapid recall is once again proudly brought to you by our very good friends at HYBPA. You haven't shopped around until you've tried HYBPA. Start that clock. It's finally legal after 100 years. What are Parisians now allowed to do? Celia.
Swim in it.
Yeah, you can swim legally in the River Seine. Scientists have important news for men with dad bods. What is the news? Daniel.
I think, wasn't it women prefer that? Women
apparently find that most attractive.
Is that right? And who did that study, Tom?
Dads?
Dads.
I suspect dads
Who
might have
did
been.
that study? Was it Dr. Clive Palmer of the Krispy Kreme University? That is not true.
Daniel, points yours. Bad news for cruise ships visiting Greece. What's happened? Tony.
Wog Boy 4.
Do you joke, Tony, because there's Wog Boy, then there's Wog Boy 2, Kings of Mykonos, and what do you call Wog Boy 3?
Wog Boy 3, Kings of Mykonos 2.
Yes, exactly. It's not film related. It's more about the passengers on the cruise ship.
Ridiculous. Tariffs. You're getting extra. I don't know.
Bron.
Each passenger has to pay 20 euros tax. There's a tax.
That's a tax. Thank you, Bron. For only the third time in history, astronomers have discovered what? Hey, Tony.
Girls?
You wouldn't have outside Easter.
The nerds are turning on each other, is it?
Anyone know what we've spotted in our skies? It's a bit...
They're saying it's like a new planet of some sort, is it?
It's a comet.
Oh, I think it's not a comet. It's an interstellar object, so something that originated from outside our
It's
Sol.
an Uber Eats driver going to the restaurant in space.
So that would do it.
Spinning around.
Sadly, I think the points are mine. The Foo Fighters released a new single titled Today's Song in celebration of what? Hey, Tony.
It's their 30th anniversary of being on Triple M every single day.
There are other
Take
bands.
the first part, Tony. 30th anniversary. According to a new study, 1 in 4 Aussie drivers has admitted doing what behind the wheel? Daniel.
Wait for a mate.
Is... That's what I've got here, Daniel. But this is a bit disturbing, actually, that we admit to. It's Celia.
Doing this to people under the window.
Very passive. Bron.
Having a little snooze.
Dozing off?
Yeah.
Who dozes off in the car?
Well, anyone who watched Wimbledon.
Yeah. Okay. That's coming
you never
back.
doze off, Tommy? You never have a little micro nap in the car?
My driver might.
Thank you. How would he know?
The first nation to officially recognise the Taliban government is... Daniel.
One Nation?
They were early adopters, but the actual country that said we love you is Ed?
I believe Russia
Indeed.
is on board, and that's the Taliban version of BTS. A lot of fun.
Thank you, Ed. Big news for Scary Spot. We're out of time. Let's check that final leaderboard, and our winner is Bron Lewis. Congratulations to our winner. Thanks to everyone for being part of the show tonight. We'll leave you with a reminder of the need to pay attention when presenting the TV news.
Panel said it welcomed the apology, but said some of the financial costs could have been avoided.
Caroline, thank you. I think we had a problem with their camera there.
I think we did. Good night, Australia. See you all next week.
Next Monday, get ready for an absolute laugh-a-thon when Lloyd, Emma and Sashi join Ed and Sam on Have You Been Paying Attention?
Watch and stream free.